This is how you are going to revise this weekend if you feel impossibly behind, but you do in fact have mock exams coming up. You do not have any time to waste, and I'm not about to waste any more of it, so let's get on with it. If you find it helpful, be sure to save it for later and send it to a friend who needs to see this as well. First thing that you're going to do, plan your revision. Don't just dive in with no direction, no idea what you're going to cover. You only have a short amount of time. You need to make sure that you are directing your efforts strategically. AKA, what exams do you have first? What do you want to focus on? What are your weakest topics within your subject? I've said it before and I will say it again, you need to work on your weakest topics, and more often than not, they are the topics you find boring and difficult. You are going to decide which exam you're going to revise for, and you are going to get a topic list for it. Whether you get this from your teacher or the specification issued by your exam board, available on your exam board's website, you're going to sit down and you are going to colour code the topics. Red, amber, green checklist. I know that you're sick of it. Unfortunately, it is the most effective way to structure your revision. And you are going to focus on those red topics, and I know that you don't want to and they don't really make sense, but that is what you are going to direct your attention towards. Let's say you really don't understand vectors. You are going to sit down and watch a YouTube video on it. Your revision this weekend is going to start with YouTube and really getting into the crux of why. Because the reason that you don't really understand is probably due to a fundamental misunderstanding that you had a few weeks ago or a few months ago. So you have decided the topic that you are going to work on. You have sat down to watch a YouTube video on it so that you can get your head around it. The second you start to misunderstand what that teacher or that YouTuber is saying, or the second that you get confused, you are going to pause the video and you are going to try and figure out why. Now, do not just delegate this to ChatGPT. Don't just say, oh, why did he do that? Because you are going to need to figure this out for yourself in the exam. Use the material that you have been given. Use the notes that you have been making and your exercise book. Try to figure out how they got from one line to the next. And critically engage with the content. Because if you just ask Google or an AI chatbot why, you are very unlikely to remember this. Then, when you've kind of gotten your head around a topic, you're not going to stop there. You are going to apply it to an exam setting. It's not good enough to just know all of the content for exams. You need to understand how you pick up the marks in the exam itself, and you are going to use your weakest topics to practice your exam technique with. There is no point in knowing all of the content for A-level business if you have no idea how to answer the essay question. You are going to dedicate time to understanding how the marks are broken down in the exam, reading examiners' reports, trying out the questions for yourself, and familiarising yourself with the mark scheme phrases.